You must be aware of these things before relocating to the United States. It will be exciting and interesting to live in a new country, but it will also require some adjustment in reaction to certain American customs. You may find yourself wondering, what does this phrase mean, or why do Americans do that? Before you travel, we'll go over some of the most basic things you should know about Americans and American culture.
The first thing is to think broadly. However, while other nations emphasize being sensible, small, and direct, Americans frequently favor being big and opulent. The large SUVs and big trucks that sprawl across parking lots shouldn't surprise you. Americans enjoy their privacy. Large can be useful to them. When it comes to American cuisine, the majority of restaurants provide enormous amounts, so it's important to think big. When someone orders a large supper, it's not unusual for them to take the leftovers home. It is also customary to share some restaurant dinners. It's acceptable to ask your server what they suggest if you're dining out and unsure of the meal size. However, there is a movement that opposes the idea that big is better. Many individuals, particularly young urbanites, are attempting to reduce their consumption and waste as much as possible by purchasing eco-friendly vehicles, buying locally grown and healthful foods, and so on. The second thing is the idea of to-go eating while rushing. The majority of Americans are constantly moving. They appear to be constantly rushing to and from work, picking up children, running errands, attending business meetings, and attending social events. Americans frequently don't have enough time for a formal, sit-down lunch because they are constantly on the go. The phrase, 24 hours in a day is not enough, is frequently used. It might surprise you to see Americans carrying to-go containers of food, drinks, or coffee mugs. People are likely to be seen consuming a cappuccino while waiting in queue at the bank, or eating a slice of pizza on the street. Particularly in New York City, you'll note that fast food establishments all around the nation have drive-thrus. 20% of all American meals are consumed in cars, according to dosomething.org. Many Americans get their food and beverages to go, since they don't have enough time to sit down at a cafe and enjoy a cup of coffee, unwind for a few minutes, and have a snack. The third thing is getting takeaway or dining out. In addition to saving time and being convenient, Americans also eat out because it's enjoyable. The United States is a cultural melting pot that offers a wide range of delectable culinary options. Americans can experience different cuisines and food types by dining out. Pizza, Chinese, Japanese, or Mexican cuisine can be found even in small American towns. Restaurants serving Ethiopian, Brazilian, or Afghani food can be found in larger cities. It's crucial to remember that everyone has different habits. While other people dine out infrequently, Americans frequently do so on a weekly basis, along with packing a lunch from home. Getting takeaway or dining out is the fourth thing. In addition to saving time and being convenient, Americans also eat out because it's enjoyable. The United States is a cultural melting pot that offers a wide range of delectable culinary options. Americans can experience different cuisines and food types by dining out. Pizza, Chinese, Japanese, or Mexican cuisine can be found even in small American towns. Restaurants serving Ethiopian, Brazilian, or Afghani food can be found in larger cities. It's crucial to remember that everyone has different habits. While other people dine out infrequently, Americans frequently do so on a weekly basis. Many Americans eat lunch out every day, or order takeaway in addition to packing their own lunches. Competition is the fifth thing. Americans, like those in many other cultures, love competition. Children are urged from an early age to put in a lot of effort and give it their all in order to achieve at a task, especially in sports, academics, and other interests. Parents get their children ready for the admissions process early because universities are often quite competitive. During fundraising drives, Girl Scouts compete to sell the most cookies in order to win fantastic prizes. And some high schools and even preschools have competitive admittance. You'll see that a lot of Americans also have ambition. They take initiative and pursue their goals if they have them. They are not the type to wait for others to catch up with them. Diversity is the ninth thing. Because of the great diversity of its people's backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs, values, and customs, the United States is frequently referred to as a melting pot. Part of what makes it such an intriguing place is that there is no such thing as the average American. Regional and familial differences exist in customs. It may be a block party in the middle of the street in New York City, a barbecue competition in a park in Texas, or cooking on the beach if you're invited to a cookout in California. Visit your host community and take part in any customs they may have. The 10th thing is to speak up. Americans have a reputation for speaking up and pursuing their goals, both personally and professionally. It may surprise you to learn that Americans are not scared to express their opinions, even in the workplace. It's acceptable to ask questions if you have any, even if your supervisor is your superior and should always be respected. Your boss would prefer that you inform them if you require clarification on a project. It's acceptable to voice your opinions, even though there is a clear distinction between doing so and being disrespectful or subversive.